Howdy folks, welcome back to another video out here on the range. Today we're going to be testing out some MGM targets that were sent in here to the channel. So thanks Miss Shawnee for hooking us up. Right now we're back up the hill a little bit and I'm shooting some 300 Blackout, and we've got our 8-inch hexagon with the little popper right behind it, and we're just going to have some fun hitting some steel with the old 300 Blackout. Haven't actually shot this since we moved into the new location here, so let's see if we're actually anywhere near our point of impact. Better zip up the old brass catcher so we can actually catch some brass. Well, I'd say aside from me totally missing a few shots, everything went pretty well. Let's go check out our targets and see if this pretty light load of 300 Blackout actually did anything to our steel. So we're up here at the target and you can obviously see our impacts here, but I can't actually feel anything. So 180 grains going about 1800 is no chance for this steel here from MTM. Let's go check out the little popper. And same thing here. There's absolutely no indentions or anything like that, so he's held up just fine. Good stuff. I like this guy. Not only do you hear it impact, but it also springs back, and it's another reaction. So 2-in-1, pretty cool there. I just need to get some better stakes here to actually keep it where it needs to be. Overall though, so far so good. Let's back up the hill and see if we can't knock them out from back downtown. And there's our tree we always go up to way up there, and we were just right here in front of the camera not too long ago. So let's back up a little bit and we'll be about 50 yards out. Let's give it a shot. All right, we just got our cardio in for the day, so let's see if we can hit these targets with the heart rate elevated. Let's go for the popper. Oh, we got a jammer. Stupid ass brass catcher. Now, you gotta slow her down, dummy. Another jam. This brass catcher here. We got a jammer here. Let's get rid of this. I'm up here in the clearing, so I'll be able to find the brass. Ugh. Okay. Okay guys, keep an eye on the brass. I'm gonna hit these MGM targets a little bit more, but dang, they sure do make a nice pop, and they're holding up pretty well. And then I've got the magazine on the wrong pocket, but let's actually adjust our parallax here so I can see what we're shooting at. And let's actually zoom in. We've only been at 4x. Let's see what 12 looks like. Probably won't even be able to hold it on the target. And we're out of focus. Alright, I don't know how many we have left, but let's get the little popper there. Oh, I lied, that was the last shot, and I didn't shoot the popper. Mag flip out!
Mag flip out!
Weapon clear! Hot! Alright, well, aside from the brass catcher, the gun ran just fine. Let's go check out the targets though, because that's what we're actually here for. Stick with me. Alrighty, well, these were painted all nice and bright and white, but we pretty much decimated all that. Paint's still wet too. Ha! But yeah, that's perfectly smooth, just like right off the line at the factory. These MGM targets are freaking solid, and I really love this mounting system here. At first I thought it was cut incorrectly. See how tight this is? But watch this. Haha! So here is their 2x4 little post and stand holder that they make, and then with the matching 2x4 hook and hanger up top. Very solid design. You can see this part's actually replaceable. If you break this off, you can just pull out this nut here and switch that out. And you can also use longer and shorter pieces of wood to have different target heights. So you can mix that up as well. But once again, these are holding up just fine. And you see that's super easy to install there. And it's not going anywhere once it's on there. It's pretty locked into place. So that's gonna hold on there no matter what you're shooting at it. Let's check out the little popper up here. So this thing, super fun. It doesn't quite make a noise as loud as your hexagon does, or like an IPSC style target, but you do see it fall over, and it does still give you a pretty nice cling, just not that loud, you know, audible noise you're used to. And once again, this is absolutely no damage taken at all, just like right off the factory floor. And this is all super sturdy too. You can see this mounting system has these two huge bolts in there, and we just have a spring mechanism, and that's all you have to do is slide this bolt through the middle to install it. And then as you see, we've got these two mangled up stakes that I need to replace with something a little more heavy duty, but they're hanging in for now. And the old MGM targets, these are kicking butt. All right, so I got a little bit of daylight left. We're gonna whip out the old PSA dagger. I've got a couple magazines, and we're just gonna blast some steel from up here. Let's get to it. All right, folks, we're losing daylight fast, so let's take a few more shots here at the MGM targets. So I'm running a pretty hot load of silhouette powder with 115 grain projectiles. I never noticed how much flash this powder has in the dark, but see if you can see that on the camera. Maybe I'll try and slow it down if one of those frames catches it. But I've got one more mag left, so let's go ahead and see if we can't hit the targets a few more times. Turn our brightness down just a hair. We're in a low light situation, you know what I'm saying? All right, we're clear. Now let's go take a look one more time before we get blacked out here by the sun. Okay, so we know if the blackout didn't do any damage to the steel, this 9mm doesn't stand a chance. And yep, I just need to learn how to shoot a little better. Let's check out the popper. So we had a couple impacts on this guy as well. Obviously the pistol has less power, so if I'm hitting it low, it's not going to fall back as much. So when you hit it up higher, obviously leverage and all that fun stuff helps knock it over. So when you're shooting it down here on the bolts, holding it to the base, you're not going to get a lot of movement. But either way, the bolt, that thing is holding up just fine. No problem there at all. Got a bit of wet paint on my hand. But anyways, these MGM targets are freaking awesome. They are holding up like a champ. Make sure to check them out at mgmtargets.com. Okay guys, so that was kind of a first look and impressions on the MGM targets. Thanks again so much to Miss Shawnee for sending those into the channel. These are super awesome. I can't wait to try some 308, some Bushmaster, some 454 Casull, a whole bunch of other stuff we're going to be testing out on these. And you know, you're not supposed to shoot a rifle within 100 yards, but as you can see with a certain load of 300 Blackout, that's obviously not an issue. Let's see what happens next time when we try the same projectiles out of a 308 going significantly faster. So we'll be back for more testing on the MGM targets. But for now, super impressed with the first impressions. They are awesome, especially that little popper there. That's fun. Anyways, thanks guys for hanging out. Make sure to check me out over at dummyaroundreloading.com. You can get all the links to all my other channels. And you can also support the channel over on Patreon for as low as $1 a month. So thanks again for hanging out guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.